Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I have been in the middle of a lip product purge, a deep declutter, and I feel like every time I go through a segment, whether it's a gloss or a liquid lipstick, or I'm starting to go through my bullet lipsticks, and I'll tell you it's hard, I've been able to get rid of almost exactly half of everything. Some of them, well, they didn't pass the sniff test, so they're bad, and into the bin they go. And then other ones, you know, I just find that I'm not reaching for them. I'm not excited by them. So if they're ones that don't go like a liquid lipstick or a lip gloss that go back into a tube, those have to go. But the rest of them, if it's a bullet lipstick, you can disinfect it. And I'll tell you how to do that later. But I'm gonna go through and purge my collection of pinky nudes or mauve nudes. These are maybe halfway between nude and pink, kind of that mauve mid-tone right in the middle. I didn't think I had that many. I kind of do. That's a lot. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and it's time to get rid of more lipsticks. After going through my entire collection of mauve pinky nudes, I found 3 that didn't pass the sniff test. One is a Pure Color Envy from Estee Lauder in the shade Intense Nude, and wouldn't you know it, I have another one in that exact same shade that does smell good, so I don't feel too bad about this. I do also have 2 minis. One is from Lipstick Forever and the other is from Bare Minerals. Both of these smelled real bad. And I'm not surprised. I find that these little mini lipsticks kind of get lost in my collection because they are so small. When all the rest of my lipsticks are standing up like these guys do, if I don't keep them someplace like in the front where I can see them, they just kind of fall between the other guys and then I forget that they're there, and I'm not surprised these guys are bad. So these 3 are going in the bin, and it's time to start swatching the rest. I've been having a hard time because I have so many lipsticks in the same shade. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make really small swatches of them, as many as I can on the back of my hand, and maybe kind of travel down this way, just to see which ones are similar, and out of those tones that are similar, which formula do I like the best. Here are all 23 of the lipsticks. So many of them look so similar. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I want to start making a pile. Some of them, when I opened them, I had a problem. This is one of the, oh, I'm so sad they don't make this formula anymore. This is the Blotted Lip from ColourPop. This, by the way, is the shade Drip. I love it, but it's broken. And I cannot abide that, like, the bullet is broken off and it just kind of sits in the cap every time I turn to twist it off. Goodbye. I loved you, but you did me wrong. So 1 off. I am going to keep the other blotted lip that I have in the shade Deja Vu. This was a collab. I forget who the collab was with, but this shade, oh, this shade is beautiful. It's a very pale mauve pinky nude. And it's still good, so until the last drop or it goes bad. So these first 3 lipsticks here are all from Estee Lauder. And what's funny is that I don't have any of their Color Envy lipsticks in the normal packaging. I only have them in their holiday packaging or their gift packaging. So this was a holiday set that I bought a couple years ago. And this packaging here with this little mirror on it was one that came in last year's holiday blockbuster. So I actually think that I'm most likely to use the shade Intense Nude. So I'm going to keep that one. I do really like the other 2. I just don't find myself reaching for them. So someone else might get some use out of them. These 2 right here are these 2 Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. One is in Pillow Talk, one is in Bond Girl. I love my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, especially this Matte Revolution formula, so these aren't going anywhere. I have 2 of the ColourPop Luxe lipsticks in the creme formula. One is one of their princess lipsticks in the shade Belle, and the other one is my favorite. It's in Ghosted. So this one right here is Ghosted, and Bella's here. I'm keeping both of these. These are really beautiful pinky mauve tones. I have a mini Marc Jacobs and a full-size Marc Jacobs, and you know what's funny is that I'm not really inspired by either of these colors. I have one here in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and the other one is in Slow Burn. And if you're curious, there are these 2 right here, and there's nothing wrong with them. I do like the packaging of these guys. Even the minis are kind of cute. I just don't reach for it. And before it goes bad, I paid, you know, almost 30 bucks for this. It does have magnetic packaging. That makes my heart happy. It just like goes close on its own. But if I'm not using it, why shouldn't somebody else get some use out of it? I have one ColourPop lippy stick in their Matte X formula in the Pinky Nudes. It's in the shade Cami. I know it's a much loved shade. It's just not one that I reach for because I don't like that Matte X feeling on my lips. I really do prefer the Luxe lipsticks and not the Matte X formula, so I'm gonna let that one go. This is the only lipstick that's ever come in my BoxyCharm, like traditional bullet lipstick that I've ever gotten that I've liked. This is one of the ultimate lipsticks from Becca, and this is in the shade Mocha. And it is beautiful. It smells like a amazing, like almost like a sweet coconutty scent. I don't know if that's right, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But I can always smell something, but I can't always tell you what it is I'm smelling. But I like that one. That one's staying. So I used to have a ton of these Lancome Rouge in Love lipsticks. This is in the shade 230. It's a really pretty pinky nude. The funny thing is these were supposed to be matte lipsticks, and this is not as matte. It's kind of more like a satiny matte. I don't reach for it, so that one's gonna go. One of my favorite all-time formulas ever is this Rouge Volupté Shine from YSL. Oh, I can't even tell what the number is on this one because it's all rubbed off on the bottom. I've used it a lot. It's a really gorgeous, super pretty, glossy kind of, it's a little bit more berry than it is kind of mauve tone, but this was the closest range of lipstick. I'm definitely keeping this. I've never been more disappointed in a lipstick than I was when I purchased the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipsticks. I never really got along with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick formula. That was always too drying, very crumbly. I thought, you know what, I do like the look of matte lips and nothing more than a matte lipstick. But the problem with this is that when you swipe it, it like even tugs here on my arm. I can feel it tugging. This is in the shade Rosewood. It's a really pretty shade, but when I put it on my lips, and I'm not going to, it just ends up like doing this. It's very waxy, very dry. I don't care how long you last, because if you're uncomfortable going on, you don't get to stay and play. One of my favorite nudes is this Liptensity from MAC in Smoked Almond. First of all, I love the way that MAC lipsticks smell. This one here is a really pretty, it's not quite nude and it's not quite pink. And I love that with one swipe you get full opacity. This is one of my favorite MAC lipsticks. I'm not a big fan of MAC, but I do like their Liptensity formula. That one's not going anywhere. This one here is their Luster formula. Luster is a formula I can definitely get behind. Just swatching this here. You know what though? Uh-oh. This one's right on the verge. As I rolled it up, I saw that there was like, it's really shiny here, but it looks kind of matte everywhere else. It's kind of like getting a coat of like what looks like maybe white dust on it, and I don't think that it's dust. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to put you in the bad pile. I'm so sad. Okay, almost done. I have one of these Trustique. These are one of their, what are they called? This is their Prime and Color Lip Glaze. This is a really pretty shade. It's almost more of a fuchsia-y pink, but I lived in this all summer and really, really liked it. Another lipstick that's not going anywhere is from Clinique. This is their Clinique Pop. This is the shade Bear Pop. This one here, it's like my perfect pinky nude. I love this. This one was like right between, is it pink enough to go with the pinky nudes or does it have to go with the nudie nudes? And it should have probably gone with the nudie nudes. Another one that I'm surprised I'm going to keep is this one from Ulta. This is in the shade Pink Tinsel. I think for me, it's the formula that wins because it's so glossy. So it's a beautiful shiny cream lipstick and it's a really pretty pinky nude. This I got a set, I think it was 4 or 5 of these Ulta holiday sets last year. This is the only one that I reached for more than just like the occasional, oh yeah, I should use that. I actually looked for this and for several, like maybe a month and a half, it lived in my purse. So the last two I have are little minis. This here is from Too Faced. This is one of their peach lipsticks. This one is called Sex on the Peach. And this one is one that came in this year's Give Me More lip kit. I really like this shade. I think I'm gonna let this one from Bare Minerals go. This is one of their Moxie lipsticks. This is in the shade Get Ready. It's right here. It's very comfortable. I don't know. No, I'm gonna let it go. So and I finally told myself, if you have a question and you're not sure, that's your brain telling you no. I don't know how I keep doing this. There were 26 lipsticks and I'm getting rid of 13 and keeping 13. I think I've been at least half or over half in every single lipstick declutter, meaning that I've kept either half or just slightly under half, and I've gotten rid of at least half or more. Wow, I think that's true in almost every lipstick declutter that I've done. But it's nice to know I'm not keeping a ton of these. 13, you're probably going, 13 pinky nude lipsticks? That might still be too much. You're probably right, but lipstick is my absolute favorite thing. The fact that I'm getting rid of Marc Jacob lipsticks and MAC and Lancome and Estee Lauder, yeah, it's kind of hard for me. But I just realized I'm not using it and somebody else should. So if you're curious, this is how I disinfect. I have alcohol in a spray bottle, just a little tiny spray bottle that it. So what I do is I take the lipstick, I roll it all the way up, I spray from every angle from the top all the way down. Then I take a Kleenex and I wipe the whole surface, like the entire sides of the bullet and right here. And then I spray it again to make sure if there was any bacteria anywhere on there. Not only have I killed it with the alcohol, I've wiped off the top layer of lipstick, and then I've resprayed to make sure that there's nothing left. So I feel like it would be safe to share these with family members or friends if they want to kind of paw through my lipstick pile. Like, these are the ones I'm not keeping. If friends want to kind of go through this, because it just seems a waste to put it in the bin, doesn't it? But there are definitely 4 right here that have gone bad, and these guys are definitely going in the bin. The other ones I will make sure to put in my want to come look through my lipstick stash file. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what product. It doesn't have to be lipstick. It could be brow products. It could be blushes. It could be eyeshadow palettes. If there is a makeup product you habitually find yourself over purchasing again and again and again and again, or if there's a certain shade, maybe it's a neutral brown eyeshadow. Maybe it's mascara and it's always black or it's always brown. If there's something that you always find that you have, how did I end up with this many of those? I would love to know what that is in the comment down below. I am also filming this just as a cautionary tale. Don't do what I did. Don't over purchase. Don't get too many. Use what you have, and don't let it get out of hand. All right. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.